everybody, and welcome to the broadcast with Amanda, Shandy, and Colleen. My name is Colleen.
My name is Amanda.
And I'm Shandy.
Welcome to the show, everybody. This is Season 7, Episode 6, episode number 176. How is it going, everyone?
A little cooler.
Yeah.
The heat wave has finally made its way out of New York.
I hear I'm going to be in New York, quick overnight trip, Saturday, Sunday, and I hear it's my niece and nephew's birthday parties this weekend, so looking forward to that. I'm very much looking forward to that, actually. But my dad's birthday is today. It's August 10th as we're recording, and
yes.
When we talked to him earlier, he mentioned how beautiful the weather was supposed to be this weekend. So I looked it up, and I was like, "Oh, good,
It's like high because I also have plans for a Saturday, and it's gonna be high of 82, so like a perfect summer day.
Yeah, that's awesome. I already know what dress I'm gonna wear. It's gonna be
exactly. It was like the outfit was gonna hinge on how hot it was gonna be, and I'm glad to know I'm not gonna be sweating because I'm going to a wedding, and it's been a pandemic, guys. So I don't have any like new dresses, and it seemed silly to go buy one because we're like, let's be real. Like at our age, we're at the end of going to weddings.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't want to buy a new dress that like I'm probably only going to wear once, and I have plenty of dresses in my closet that I really love, but it wasn't like a hot day dress. So
yeah. But you'll be like moving around and stuff, so you won't be freezing. Isn't it an outdoor wedding?
Yeah, it's like a comfortable, like this dress is going to be a good choice for this.
Oh, it wasn't a hot. I get it.
Like
okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry,
like,
misunderstood.
It's a little like, it's a very lovely dress, but like if it was over 85 degrees, it was going to be a very poor choice, and I was going to be very, very hot.
Yeah. Oh boy. Wow.
So I'm glad that's not the case.
Good. I hope you have all of the fun.
I do too. We're getting a hotel room.
Oh yeah.
Baby staying here with the grandparents.
Fun.
It's gonna be. I'm looking forward to it.
Yes.
I think it's gonna be nice.
Yes. I'm looking forward to it for you. Like I'm excited for your plans.
Like me too. I'm gonna be there with you.
Me too. I'm super exciid whenever I hear plans like that. Did you not hear me
say I'm gonna be in New York? I'm just gonna swing by and see how y'all are doing.
Oh my god.
Just to make sure you guys are having fun.
I just wanted to make sure you didn't need anything in your hotel room.
Parents' night out. How's it going? Yeah. Scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah. Oh, that would be so awkward of me. I do have some sense of I wouldn't do that. Maybe if you were in a public place, but not the hotel room. I wouldn't show up at the hotel room.
Yeah, that's fair.
Unless if I brought like some expensive bottle of champagne and was like, "Hey guys, what up?
Come on in. Any chance to see you? And you're bringing bubbles? Come on in.
Yeah, there we go.
Come on in, you crazy kid. Come on in."
So, it's been a fucking bonkers week in American politics and in broadcast land because Shandy moved into her house.
I sure did. Yeah.
How is
awesome.
it?
So much good news. So much good news. How do we handle so much good news?
I don't understand. Like, August 2022 has been, like, way more fun than... Like, I'm drinking a martini, for God's sake.
I was wondering, is there ice in it, though?
Yeah, I had to water it down a little because I didn't want to be all slurry by 15 minutes in.
Okay, you do you. Because
it's just a dirty martini.
It's August 2022. You do what's in your heart.
Yeah, I did. I had to water it down. I did vodka, the olives. I had a little bit of olive juice left, so I put the rest of that in, and then I did the ice, and then I opened up
Vermouth.
No vermouth. I went to
vermouth. It's not a martini. It's just vodka on the rocks.
No, with olive juice and a splash of water from my Crystal Springs.
This is not a martini.
It's a martini in my book.
Okay.
I don't have any vermouth. Regardless,
Shandy moved into her house.
She moved into her house, and all this crazy shit happened this week. It's because Shandy moved. Wonderful. Go ahead.
Oh, we're here, and things are I think there's like 4 boxes left to unpack, but like some more stuff to put away. So the movers, like, they bring everything in, they reassemble. Yeah, they reassemble our shit. And then you can have them do like fully unpack if you want. So we started doing that, but the thing is, they just like, they don't put it like where you know, if it's this kitchen, then it'll be in the kitchen, but like God knows where you'll find it. Yeah. And like in the office, when they started unpacking the books, there's just literally, I mean, Frank has since like kind of tidied it up and we need to put them in the bookshelves, but there were just books everywhere on the floor. And that's when we were like, okay, maybe we'll actually do the rest ourselves.
You guys have been great, but you know what? You've done such a good job. You can just be done.
Yep. Yeah. So, I mean, but that helped enormously in like our progress. That's why we are where we are, which is to say, like, the kitchen is fully done. The living room is fully done. Wow. Our bedroom is fully done, except for a couple of things here and there. But like all the big stuff. Oh my gosh. Yeah. There's just like, you know, there's like a couple of piles for Goodwill. There's like again, the books in the bookshelves, like we have a lot of books, but like once you put those, that's like the easiest thing. Just put them.
That's the fun part. I love doing that part of moving. Like the bric-a-brac and the like putting things where they're gonna live. And
you guys are
putting them somewhere else because you decide they're gonna live somewhere else. Yeah, and that's my favorite part. Wow. That's so good.
Yeah.
So exciting.
So it's crazy. It's cool. It's like, it's so fucking better than being at a hotel.
I would imagine so.
It was wild when we left the hotel. 52 days. Plus you had the 4 nights of our voyage over. That makes like 56 nights in a hotel.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. And you're finally home.
That is
finally home. I love it. We met some of the neighbors. They're like our age. They're like young. I mean,
awesome.
Like our age.
Neighbor friends. Neighbor friends.
Yeah. I don't know why. And maybe this is a me problem, but I was expecting everyone in this neighborhood to be old, which is fine too. But that I just like had this mental image that everyone was going to be like old, and the people that I met so far are like our ages.
Oh, did I tell you my coworker, when I told her your address, she grew up in your neighborhood.
No fucking way.
She told me the street. She pulled it up. She showed me.
No fucking
I'll have to ask her tomorrow. I'll text it to you. But yeah. Yeah.
That is wild.
So cool.
That is really funny, right?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's like actually crazy. I love it.
Yeah.
I love our neighborhood. We have like a very small porch. It's not like a big porch, but it's big enough to put 2 chairs and a little table on. And we've definitely been like in the evenings when it like cools down, like having a drink out on the porch.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
That's like all I want.
Yeah. Which
I mean, there's it's not all I want. There's like a lot of things I want, but like a porch is high on the list.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. It's not deep. We're like, it would be kind of hard to have 4 people like having drinks out here, but I was like,
but you have
I think we can do 4. I think we can do 4. Just
you have
do you have a patio out back?
Yeah, you have a backyard.
Oh yeah, we outback is totally fine. But there's something about the front. I like that part.
Well, yeah.
Well, is it like the type of neighborhood where like people are walking by and like walking their dogs and there's like things to
kind
to
of like
watch?
a dead end. It's kind of like a dead end street, like a cul-de-sac kind of. So not. I did see, like, I saw a kid earlier today walking their dog like down the street. So then you just have to kind of turn around and go back. But like, that's cool. There's like life and I see like there's this older guy. Maybe that's where I got the idea from in my head, and I just overgeneralized. But I have seen like an older gentleman like going on his like power walk in the morning, like with or without a shirt. Coming down the
love
way,
that even more.
And then who do you
get it done. I mean, like, hats off in this humidity,
dude. When you said when it cools down, I was like, you mean when it cools down to 91?
when it's like when you can like
hot.
Actually. Yeah,
when I come
really
home,
hot, but you can like sit outside.
When I come home, I have to take my watch off and like clean it with alcohol wipes, and then like clean my wrist with soap because I'm so stinky from the sweat because it's so hot lately.
So hot, yeah.
I know that's too hot.
No, you're totally yeah. But when it's like cools off to the point that you can actually sit outside for like half an hour. And not be uncomfortable.
Yeah, you get acclimated. We also had like crazy thunderstorms every single night for the last week.
Oh, that's gotta help break up some of that.
It does, and it's been really fun too. Like today, we had these just ginormous raindrops. There was no thunder or lightning. It was just like the clouds came, and then we just had these giant raindrops. It was kind of cool. Like I ran out to my car from work, and I thought I was going to get drenched. And like I don't know, they were just so big and like far apart that it looked like I don't know. It was weird. I don't know. Southern weather is crazy. Anyway.
Yeah, it is crazy. I took another page out of Amanda's book. When I was like, Googling the city and stuff, like in preparation to move here, I saw that they have a community choir, and it's a no audition. Choir? Yeah, you don't have to audition, because I was super into choir in like middle school and high school, but it has been 2 decades. And so I don't think I could audition like successfully into a choir, but they accept everyone. And
oh my gosh, I love this.
You just have to do a voice placement. So I went and I like met the director and did my voice placement. And I'm like signed up and ready to go. They have their rehearsals in this. It's like it's a non-religious choir, but they rehearse in a church, and the church is beautiful. And the sanctuary space where they sing is just so lovely. So we have our first rehearsal on Monday.
Oh my
Whenever
gosh.
you have
in
a performance,
singing. Oh, I love it.
I am so there. I am there when you have a performance. I will
bring my cardboard cutout. Bring me.
Yeah, and the cardboard cutout. Or if Amanda
people won't think it's weird. People won't think it's weird.
If she can
if someone wants to take the seat, then you can fold me down and like shove me under the seat. That's fine. I won't be offended.
No. You can sit on my lap.
There you go.
I'll just hold the thing up with the popsicle stick. And everyone behind me like, fuck you. I'll be like, look, I'm a 6 foot tall person now.
Yeah. It's my emotional support flat person.
Oh my God.
It's like, you don't know my situation.
You don't know me. And it's Fayetteville, so they'll be like, damn woke liberals.
My flat friend is.
Oh my goodness. Oh man, this is so exciting.
Oh my gosh, I love this for you. This is so good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a fun activity and meet people. I'm very excited about it.
Hey, what was that?
I have my library card. I'm in a choir. I'm gonna volunteer. I filled out the application to volunteer at the local animal shelter. So.
Oh, nice.
Wow. Yeah.
Getting in the community.
Yeah.
Hey, how else do you meet friends when you're not in college?
Yeah. Yeah.
No idea.
Hey,
still trying to figure it out.
Very true. To piggyback off that, I have one thing, but before I do that, because that's the true test will be when I send you your Sherry Beasley for Senate yard sign. How many of your neighbors still talk to you?
So, okay.
I know.
So
I'm just kidding. I know you can't do that. But.
No. But I think you might be surprised.
I think I might be too, because Catherine, my coworker, did say that was actually one of the more liberal pockets. That particular neighborhood when she was growing up was one of the more bluer pockets of the city. And I was like, thank God. Shandy will be so happy to hear that. She chose correct.
The city in general, when we first got here and we were walking around the little downtown, there were a lot of rainbow flags. Okay, it was June, but still there were a lot of rainbow flags.
That's awesome.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. And so my neighbor, before we actually moved in, one of the times I had just come here, I noticed that the next door neighbor had a sign, a political sign in her yard, and it was for a city council member that she was supporting. And so when I met her, well, first of all, I definitely quickly Googled him to see, and just from
is she a friendly? Is she a friendly?
Friend or foe?
It seemed pretty good from what I can't remember even what I saw on his page, but I think there was stuff about like inclusion, working for, I don't know, something where I was like, okay, this seems.
So there was nothing about insurrection.
Right.
Elections being stolen.
Yeah.
Fast forward to when right. No, fast forward to when we met her a couple of days ago. Turns out it's her boyfriend, and he won.
No way!
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's all. Oh yeah, because
being very connected.
Because we just had a second round of elections last Tuesday.
I was pretty bummed because we talked about how I was like waiting until I actually had an address to like go and do all the like, getting my license and registering to vote. I hadn't realized that there were like local elections.
Yeah.
So kind of missed out on that, but
okay.
I will be ready.
You'll be ready.
You're new to the neighborhood. You will have plenty of opportunities to vote in local elections in the coming
years.
And you're going to be here when it really matters.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, local elections actually matter probably even more than statewide sometimes, but like, you're going to be here. We're going to go to a Sherry Beasley rally. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I'm down.
She's traveling the state, man. She's traveling the state.
Cool. And I know I can get myself to rally because I sure did.
Done it before.
Once before.
You got on 95 and you drove.
Can I just say though, seriously, I love the roads and the traffic here because sometimes like even going to work, like the roads, like, there's like multiple lanes of traffic.
Yeah.
Like multiple lanes, I should say. So it looks like, a big, like busy, like highway, but there's just nobody on them.
Yeah.
So
it's been a lot different since the pandemic.
Yeah. So as soon as I got like towards Raleigh, coming up on the city, then it was like, okay, we're back to like the city. But before that, it was like, I'm in the country.
Like the traffic here has picked up a lot more, but it honestly, and I know it's going to get real bad because Apple's building their campus here, and there's a couple of tech places that are coming to the Triangle to build their campuses here. So it's going to get shitty. But right now, still, like, the traffic is a lot better than pre-pandemic. Like, it used to sometimes take us, it's 5 miles from the elementary school. Sometimes 5.5 miles. Sometimes it would take us 25 minutes to get home. But now, like, we can easily still get home in 10 minutes. I don't thank you to whatever companies are still letting people work remotely.
Totally.
So New York is like the exact opposite. Traffic got worse because no one wanted to take public transit anymore and everybody got cars.
Ugh.
That is very
us included. We are also part of the problem. Like, I am not exempt from that. But
you also had a baby though, and it's like,
it really
needing to get a car.
Yeah, and the car kind of fell into our laps, so it's not like
yeah.
You weren't like actively out there looking for it. Yeah. I just Monterey didn't really have traffic. Couldn't really say that there was, it's small, but like in true California fashion, everything is just like connected. There's really no space between anything. So as soon as you get out, it's like you're driving up to San Francisco and like, good luck. I mean, it's not that bad, but like, I just don't like, not a fan of driving in like really heavy traffic.
Yeah. Okay, so speaking of having friends, Jay and I had this idea, and then we realized, we don't have that many friends, so we're going to have to wait until the podcast meetup weekend. And then I was like, maybe we could just do another one in, like, October, like a smaller version or something, because I don't want to wait until
I do have to talk to you about the end of October, just as a pin.
As a pin?
Yeah.
Frank's birthday.
A pin in that yeah.
Oh, is there a party?
I think there's going to be a party, and I need to talk to him again about it, but it sounds like he had agreed to like Halloween, like dressing up.
Yes!
Because well, I told him Halloween is Colleen's favorite holiday.
Yes!
If you allow costumes, they might come. Because his birthday is on that Friday, the 28th. And so it's like fully Halloween weekend. And we were kind of thinking like birthday / Halloween / housewarming. Amanda, you're obviously invited as well, but I do not expect you to make such a trip.
But you could.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. We're going to be on a plane a lot.
It could be really fun while she's still free. She's only free for 6 months after October.
I'm not going to bring the baby to a Halloween party.
Okay, that's fair. Your parents would love if you came to this Halloween party without your baby.
I was more just
I'm just looking out for Mama G.
If I could go by myself and like Daniel would stay here with
the baby. Okay. Oh, okay.
Which was sort of what I was thinking.
Oh, yeah. All the things. I was trying to be inclusive to everything.
Like, we're already flying like 5 times this year, which is like, to Colleen, that's just like, oh, that's like a
I know, I'm like, yeah, what's the big deal?
That's a lot.
Yeah. Think about those air mileages you're going to get. Which, by the way, American Airlines refunded me the $70 they charged me for the checked bags.
Oh, good.
Refunded me the two $29 charges that I accidentally paid for the priority boarding. And then they gave us each 5,000 miles, like for the 4 of us, which was kind of shitty. Okay. I was like, just give me the 20,000. I need them. But whatever. Regardless, I took all the refunds and I was like, thank you. Yeah. Thank you, American Airlines.
That's great. Yeah, that's great.
Okay, so speaking of friends and maybe Halloween, I don't know, whatever. I don't know. Oh, craziness. Anyway.
How old is your oyster?
So Jay, we were all watching the Hot Ones, the Hot Wings interview with celebrities.
Yeah, the YouTube show.
The YouTube show. It's fantastic. It's so much fun. So Shandy, essentially they go through, it's like 8 or 10 different hot wing sauces, and they see how far celebrities can get while they're answering questions. And it's incredible. It is. I'm going to give you a link. I think you would enjoy it. It's so much fun. And so DJ Khaled, the dude that, refuses to like eat his wife out, he was infamous for that. He also infamously didn't last beyond like the 3rd, level of hotness. So like so many people have since made fun of him for like, wimping out. And Lizzo, kept going. She's like, how far did this person make it? How far did this person make it? Because, they're super, it's a fun show. And she was like, I'm going all the way to the end. And she did it. She went all the way to the end. She, really struggled at some points, but she did it. And like, they gets to like the hottest of the hottest of the hottest, apparently. So they sell the samples of all of the spices, the hot wings sauces. And we were like, oh my God. And they also sell a pack of like questions that you can ask people so you can actually do your own hot wings challenge. So we were like, how much fun would it be to like have friends over and do this? And then so this was last week, and like a few days have gone by, and I'm like, who would we invite? And we're like, I don't know we could invite. So Jay was like, we could always just wait till May. And I was like, yeah, I guess we could wait till May. But I really want to do it. It'd be so much fun. Just get like...
I could host or something, because I would probably tap out at like the second one.
You got to make it to 4. You got to make it past the dude that wouldn't eat out his wife. You got to make it past 4. 3.
That's fair.
Anyway, I'm going to send you the link. It's super fun. Amanda, I assume you know what I'm talking about.
I've seen a few. I haven't really done a deep dive, but I am familiar
with the Lizzo one. The Lizzo premise. One is so much fun. At one point, she's like, oh my God, my titties are on fire. And it's so funny.
It's like a full body experience.
It's a full body experience. The Scarlett Johansson one, just going by memory, the Scarlett Johansson one is really funny. The one with Maya Rudolph is incredible.
I mean, she's funny with everything she does.
She is
very, 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 very best.
I don't know. We've been watching it since the beginning, and it's been on for several years at this point. It was a real bummer during the pandemic when they couldn't do it. So they just kind of sent their guests. They sent their guests the sample pack and wings, so they did it over Zoom, but it wasn't the same.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't recommend watching those, but there's some real good ones. I'll go through the archives and make some recommendations, but it's a fantastic show. I want to just, I was like, I just want to be on it, even though and Zachary was like, but you're not famous for anything. And I was like, I know, but I just really want to just do the challenge. So that's how we came up with, we Googled it and we're like, oh, we could just buy these. They have an official store. Anyway, if anybody out there that comes to Raleigh would like me to wait until May, like, sure, I will do that. Let us know.
Could do it again.
You just do it like twice. I mean, the fucking host, he does it every single week. So like he's like tasted some shit. Yeah, good times. Anyway, that's basically all I have. Amanda, I'm so sorry. We talked over you. Did you have anything interesting and exciting?
We were in Connecticut this weekend, and we took the baby on her first boat ride, and it was very cute. She waved at all the islands as the boat went by them. It was very cute.
Did she wave at Long Island?
Too far away.
Ah, that's good. That's good. It's for the best.
Yeah, we went for a tour of the Thimble Islands.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah.
That sounds lovely.
Yeah, the Thimble Islands in Branford, Connecticut. They are very cool. I hadn't done the tour since I was like 5 years old, so it was nice to revisit it. I learned a lot. It's like a collection of like I think 40 some odd islands, and like some of them have houses on them. Like some of them have like a bunch of houses, but like there's like celebrities that have lived on them, like owned and lived on them throughout the years. Rumor has it that Jane Pauley and her husband own one of the islands. So like they're like a low key big deal, but it was like it was fun to like tool around on a boat and like get to see all these like gorgeous homes. Apparently, the night before there was some sort of big event on like the biggest island, and like Darius Rucker was the talent that apparently Speaking of next door, like the Branford next door was all like. Does anyone hear Darius Rucker playing out in the sound? Like, am I hearing that correctly? So, like, Daniel thought it was some kind of like wealthy celebrity's wedding. I was like, I think it was probably a political fundraiser. Like,
dude,
wealthy Connecticut people. If you have an island like this time of year, like,
but they couldn't have been that wealthy because they went with the Hootie and the Blowfish dude. Like, it wasn't like let me get like a Jonas brother.
He has quite the career as a the country scene. He's like a pretty big.
That's true. He does actually. This isn't the first time like him performing someplace has come up. Good times.
Yeah, that was very It was nice little trip, and it's been very hot.
Yeah.
that's what's going on here.
Yeah, super hot. Speaking of too hot, just a quick scheduling announcement before we move on. So I know some people have been asking us to watch the movie Prey. I will watch it and talk about it next week a little bit. So if you have any feedback about it, send it in. I don't think Amanda and Shandy are going to be super worried about spoilers for that. Are you going to be worried about spoilers for that? Cool.
No.
Well, you guys know.
You can tell me how scary it is on the hot wing scale. If it's like
is it like the bomb? The bomb?
Yeah. I could probably handle it.
Well, the first Predator movie is not scary. It's just like a thriller movie. Like, you've seen Predator, right?
No.
Is Predator the one with the that it makes the noise?
The alien is invisible, but like, it makes the noise.
And it makes that. Okay, like, I've never seen it, but I just remember Frank talking about how he saw it in theaters when he was a kid, and he was like, had nightmares about it.
Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny Glover, and he's like, if it bleeds, we can kill it. No? Yeah. Well, that was my Arnold impression.
I mean, I am familiar with the IP.
With the IP. Yes.
I've just never seen it myself.
So my Uncle Lou used to love that movie so much that he would play it all the time. I have seen the original Predator probably far more times than a child of my age probably should have seen it, but whatever. It's a fun movie. I think Prey is going to be just as fun. I'm very excited. I texted my uncle. I was like, hey, you want to watch when I'm in New York this week? And he was like, already watched it twice. I was like, okay, cool.
Child.
Well, all right, I'll watch it with Jay then. Thanks. Good times. So anyway, next week I'll talk about that. Maybe Amanda and Shandy will talk about it. Maybe.
We'll see. Don't hold your breath, folks. But I maybe we'll see.
We'll see. And then the following week, August 23rd, we're going to be live for the patrons. On the week of August 30th, we are going to take that week off, but the bloopers will be out on September 2nd, just in time for your Labor Day weekend, Americans. And just in time for your normal weekend, non-Americans. So the bloopers will be out on September 2nd. And then on Tuesday, September 6th, we will be talking about Russian Doll Season 2, but really the whole series. I plan on rewatching 1 and 2, so please make sure you get us your feedback for Russian Doll. And then on Tuesday, September 13th, Amanda and I will both be out of town that week, so we're just going to take the week off. So that is what's going on with us for the next month.
Great.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. So, ladies, as you know, this was a really big week in American politics.
Oh my God.
Some good news for once.
Like, fucking crazy.
It's very unsettling.
So much good news.
It was very unsettling.
So
the volume of good news.
I actually meant to pull up a list and I didn't. So let me see if I can get this from memory. Fill in the blanks, what I miss. It started with Biden getting COVID and then testing negative and then testing positive again. We were like, oh, damn it. But during that time period, apparently, Dark Brandon rose and we killed the co-conspirator of 9/11. We passed the CHIPS Act, which will make America more competitive in the worldwide market. The Republicans were shamed into voting for the PACT Act, which is the Veterans Health Care Bill that made big news. We passed the Inflation Reduction Act, which is going to help substantially help with climate change and some healthcare measures. The one downside to that is Republicans decided that they were going to take their ball and go home. And by take their ball and go home, I mean vote down the provision that put a $35 cap on insulin for private insurance. Medicare patients will still get that $35 cap.
Republicans just like really hate people.
How about,
they just want the worst for society.
Like, fuck you. Like, you guys are just big babies. Like, for the bunch of people that call people snowflakes, you guys are fucking terrible, terrible human beings.
No, it's just always the victim. Always the victim.
Always the victim. And then, I don't know, a bunch of other stuff happened, but to cap it all off, Mar-a-Lago got a little visit from the FBI on Monday, and that was a super fun night on Twitter. What was it? I mean, that was a top 10 night on Twitter. It was almost as good as, I don't know. I mean, there's been some great nights on Twitter, but it was almost as good as the joy scrolling of the night that Biden was officially declared. But yeah, there's been some good nights. That was a good night.
Yeah. I've been waiting for that to be an episode on the daily, because yesterday was about the climate stuff, which was also a really good listen.
That was today. Yesterday was today. Alex Jones.
Yeah. No,
that was Monday.
Friday. Alex Jones was. Yes, there's been like.
Oh, I'm so confused. I listened to it on Monday.
In a row.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Alex Jones.
Before he was then told he had to pay the $45.
Yeah, Alex Jones. Yes. There we go.
It was when it was just the like $4.5 million.
Right.
Yeah.
So it was like a little by the time like they released it. It was already they had to like amend it.
Honestly, Alex Jones is such a horrible human being that like I think I might hate him as much as I hated Rush Limbaugh, and that's really hard to do because Rush Limbaugh like personally affected me. And my childhood and my, like, everything. And Alex Jones is I was listening to that episode on Monday while I went for a walk, and I was on the sidewalk by myself listening, and I audibly out loud was like, what a fucking piece of shit.
Oh, he's just the scum of the earth.
The scum of the earth.
So awful.
I hope.
And like so unremorsefully.
Yeah. I hope that Connecticut allows them to take the rest of his $300 million fortune and whatever Connecticut doesn't give him, I hope his ex-wife takes him and drags him and makes it so that he is actually literally bankrupt for the rest of his motherfucking sorry, pathetic life because I hate him so much.
I mean, if Connecticut's good at anything, it's a bunch of like liberal, rich white people that know how to take each other's money. I feel like they're in the right spot. Like I'm sure, like the lawyers in that case, they have probably done some divorce settlements.
But the best,
I'm sure they're coming with their A game.
Like, okay, like him owing money was like an amazing part. But the best part is, and I truly think that his lawyers like weighed their options. They were like, is this worth getting potentially disbarred for? Yes, it is. So I think we all know it was revealed on the stand, which was the best fucking part. But that wasn't even the best part. The best part was the judge reprimanding him and being like, this is not your show. Shut the fuck up and tell the truth, you sorry, pathetic little piece of shit. Yeah. That was the best part. But the second best part was the lawyer for the plaintiffs being like, so we got your text and your lawyers didn't claim privilege. And I'm like, what attorney finds out that they accidentally Dropboxed their years of their clients'
the whole thing.
Text messages and emails or whatever.
Wild. The level of incompetence that
who finds that out and isn't like privilege? Like, that's all they have to say. They don't even have to be like, hey, we claim privilege. I mean, they just have to text one
like,
word.
Nah.
I think they did it on purpose.
Unredeemable. We just do. We have to save our own souls here.
I truly think that they weighed their options and they were like, well, we could probably get like some commentary position on like Fox or CNN or something. Yeah, this is worth my law degree because I truly think that some of the missing texts to the FBI agents are going to be filled in from Alex Jones' text messages. And I have the time. I am here for it.
Oh my God.
Incredible.
So, okay, I have to say...
Best timeline. We're suddenly in the best, dumbest timeline.
Yes.
Yep.
But still the dumbest, but the best, dumbest.
The very first class that I was a teaching assistant for in like my first year of grad school, when the midterm came around, it was for a class of like 100 or 150 students.
Yeah.
And the main teacher was going to be gone, she was also a teaching assistant. So it was like 2 teaching assistants just like teaching this class. Anyway. So I had to like make copies of the midterm and, just basically like proctor the test. And as I'm handing out, these like 100 copies and I'm getting like halfway through the lecture hall, somebody's kind enough to tell me that I have attached the answer key as like the last page of the test.
Oh, no.
It was like in there. Yeah. And so then I had to, what do you do? And that was like this great moment where it was like, well, I mean, in my teaching career, like I can only go up from here. It's like the worst thing you can do. But again, first class ever, for like a TA in grad school. I had no idea what I was doing.
Yeah.
My point is, this reminds me of these fucking lawyers, which is like, is this was also rodeo?
No,
right.
Weren't they like?
It's not.
Weren't they also like his 6th or 7th lawyers? Like he had been through a bunch, and he I
feel like they probably all were like, you know what?
This is worth getting disbarred for. Yeah. I'm okay with this.
Is worth more than this.
Right. That's why I kind of think that, no, that's conspiracy. Obviously, I have no proof of that. But, having worked in the law profession for 10 years and having worked with lawyers, 2 different law firms now in the last year, it is unfathomable to me that they would directly, not even contact a staff assistant, contact the attorney directly and be like, yo, you gave this away. And for them to just be like,
whoops.
I don't understand. It's astonishing. It is amazing.
But it is so funny.
But
and
it's
I love
amazing.
It so much.
I love it.
I don't even have to wait for the satire film of this point in history because it's writing itself in real time.
And the best part about watching it was how bright red he turned, where you could see that he was just like, "Oh shit."
I should have watched it. I only listened to audio.
It's like a 30-second clip, it's been put down to just he just turns. You could see he's bright red. He has no idea what to say. It's amazing. It's so wonderful. Yeah. It's so wonderful watching evil people get their comeuppance for a minute.
Yeah. It just feels like all the best parts of a Disney movie.
Oh, I know.
Yes.
It also kind of felt a little bit like martinis and an orgasm, just all rolled into one. It was just amazing. I just loved it so much. I've listened to so many podcasts with the clip of the judge yelling at him, and I listened through that whole 2 minutes every single time. I think I've heard it 6 times at this point.
It's a lot.
I don't mind it. It's like the equivalent of rubbing one out while you're taking a walk. It's just amazing. It's truly amazing.
Do that?
I don't know.
That's just public masturbation, yeah?
Yeah, that's to me. That's what listening to the judge yelling at Alex Jones feels like. So funny. It's just so funny.
It's so good.
May the record state I would never actually do something like that because it is illegal and improper. But you know,
but metaphorically speaking,
sentiment-wise, it's all there. It makes me so happy every time. Seriously, if you're trying to get off the cocaine, listen to that a couple times. It gives you that same rush. It's amazing. It's wonderful.
And then there was a raid.
And then there was a raid.
To cap it all off.
And it did. It did. Oh, and the best part of the raid is he wasn't there, and he was just throwing a itty bitty temper tantrum on Truth Social.
They released a statement.
They
let people know that he's angry.
They even broke into my safe.
He can't tweet about it. He had to release a statement. He's carrier pigeon.
He Truth Socialed it.
I'm mad.
I am angry. I am angry.
Emails.
Oh, by the way, butter emails.
Oh, also, did you see you can buy a Butter Emails hat?
Yes.
That's the red MAGA hat, right?
But charity. It's
I
can actually just reposted that today. Let me say I can find it.
I saw that
because it's like I saw it circulating and I never actually clicked through to see that it was actually a fundraiser.
All of them.
There's hats and shirts, and it's going to help Onward Together. Defend democracy, build a progressive bench, and fight.
Ted Cruz was super triggered by that, by the way, that he posted a screen cap and was like, of course Hillary would make this about herself. And I'm like... irony is dead!
Why are you still here?
Fuck yourself in the face.
Like the guy at the party that just won't go home.
Yeah.
No one even invited you.
Yeah.
Are you still here?
Listen, ugly Wolverine.
I'm in my pajamas. I'm going to bed. Go home.
That's what, at this point, like, it's wild to see Republicans still rallying around Trump. And I just...
Well, I think part of it is...
I keep waiting for them to get to the, like, where's the bottom? We thought January 6th was the bottom. It was not rock bottom for them. They're still there.
It's infinite. Like, the bottom does not exist.
I think a large part of them, like, reportedly Tucker Carlson's freaking out. Like, a large part of them are freaking out because the documents may incriminate them in some sort. Right. Maybe. But, like, as we saw, like, you know, the incriminating stuff, like, you know, Trump just flushed down the toilet. Right. Which is also
shoved in his pocket.
Fucking ridiculous. And if you listen to the Daily today, which came out on August 10th, if you want to go back and listen, like, they talk about just how the documents came to go into the toilet or into Mar-a-Lago. Like, it was just, he just kept demanding shit. And, you know, he is a criminal. He has been a criminal his entire life. Like, I'm sorry if this is shocking to you, but this is who he was when he was a real estate person in New York.
He has always been this person.
He's always been this person.
Always been this person.
Yeah.
Always.
And as he said,
he had to be told numerous times, you can't flush things down the toilet in this centuries-old building.
Yes.
Like, what the fuck? As somebody pointed out, either on the Daily episode or somewhere online, I can't remember. Somebody was like, yeah, and there's like, 14 fireplaces, like in...
Well, somebody even tried...
They have Die Hard again.
They tried to get him... They tried to even...
Die Hard.
Right, even in an attempt to, like, save the White House, like, you know, but you know what, the piping, like, I guess if Trump gets them to, like, update the pipes from the 300-year-old building, then, you know, maybe he did something good. But regardless, like, they tried to get him to even put him in, like, a fire bag to, like, be able to burn them instead, and he just didn't care. He was like, no, I've been flushing shit down my gold toilet for the last 70 years of my life. I'm an old man. I'm not going to change now.
The Lincoln bedroom, the Trump toilets. It'll be his legacy to the White House.
It's just wild.
I just can't wait for all the Elise Stefanik ads we're going to get.
Oh my gosh.
Since her name was very prominently featured on one of those toilet scraps. And she's also a piece of trash, so...
Yeah, heard she's got a book coming out.
Oh, cool. Not going to read it.
Isn't that all of their, like, I worked in the Trump White House. Here's my book.
Yeah.
I could have saved democracy, and instead I decided to hold it back to maybe make $1 off of it by writing a book.
Oh, that's Maggie Haberman. Maggie Haberman has, like, they all have books coming out, and it's like...
They're all the same.
Fuck them all.
Yeah, I don't need to know all their names. I just know they're terrible.
That is the law. Like, you know, you're holding illegal things. Oh, they're all the worst. Anyway, do you think that we need a broad topic at some point if things keep escalating to, like, crazy levels?
Let's hope we need a broad topic.
Yeah, I feel like they're always just a fun hang, especially when there's, like, an occasional, like, things are kind of going our way. That might be kind of a nice change of pace.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll say that we will plan for one in the next few weeks if we can, but I think that's also going to depend on listeners' demand too. So if you want to have broad topics to talk about some things that are coming, I believe the next Alex Jones trial is in September.
I believe so,
and that's the Connecticut one. So there's. Whatever that is, there will be talking about it. So
I think it's going to be really intense.
Yeah, and we're getting into the midterms. Like midterm season is happening. So, all right, let's play. Let's see if we can pick a date by next week and see. Let us know in the comments of the Facebook post or send us an email. We don't have to read it online or on the show or whatever to let us know if you're down with broad topics. We generally do broad topics on Monday nights, but we could also just do it on a Tuesday in place of a regular episode, whatever is easiest for everyone. I guess
because now I have choir on Monday.
I was gonna say, what day is your choir rehearsal?
It's Mondays.
Oh.
Okay, there you go. Can't do Mondays.
All right, so all right, we'll figure it out. Cool. All right, so speaking of triggered conservatives, we had a Twitter party this week. Love a good Twitter party. Let's see, what was the original tweet? The original tweet was some, conservative snowflake being like, men used to go to war, but now they order vodka cranberries. Right? So it's basically like saying that nobody is manly enough anymore. So Twitter quickly, picked up on it. And here's some of the best ones. You ready? Men used to go to war. Now they giggle at their phones. Men used to go to war. Now they're in an emo band. Men used to go to war. Now they say concerning things on Twitter.
That's great.
Men used to go to war. Now they DJ in Bushwick, Brooklyn. Yeah. Men used to go to war, but now they just build Lego sets. My personal favorite. Men used to go to war, now they record podcasts. Men used to go to war, now they eat unseasoned chicken and talk about the metaverse. Some Marvel call out. Men used to go to war, now they send us to therapy. Men used to go to war. Now they post weekend photo dumps on Instagram. Men used to go to war. Now they're waiting for the next season of Succession.
Aren't we all, though?
I think those are the basic good ones, but I thought that was pretty funny. Not as good as the Keep It Civil War, but...
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Still the best party on Twitter. Just the creativity of the Keep It Civil War. Yeah, it's been 4 years and 1 month since that, but we should go back. Because apparently,
Never forget
the Civil War. Never forget. The War of 18. I don't know why that hasn't restarted this week since when Mar-a-Lago got, their little FBI visit. All the conservatives on Twitter were like, "We're going to war. The war starts this week. It's time for civil war." And everyone on Twitter was like, yeah, you couldn't wear a fucking face mask during a pandemic. How are you going to go to war?
Seriously.
Exactly.
Seriously. Yeah.
Anyway, we got a bunch of feedback, so let's take a quick break, and then we'll do some feedback. All right, we're back. We're ready to get into some feedback. The first bit of feedback comes from Jessica, and she is talking about the cardboard cutout of Amanda. You guys mentioned the cardboard cutout and not being scary. That would be the one of The Rock that came from the Am I the Asshole a couple weeks ago. For a couple years, I had a cardboard cutout of Jeff Gordon. For the first few months I had him, I forgot he was there, and he would jump every time I walked into my room. Finally, I got used to him standing there. Then one night, I went out and put him in front of the window and forgot that I had moved him. I gave myself a good scare that night when I saw the silhouette in the window. Oh my God.
That's totally fair.
Jessica says, I'm excited for the Russian doll coverage. Natasha Leone is a treasure. She sure is. Matt is. I am so excited for the rewatch and whatnot. Also, side note, I have excited to potentially have another reading assignment. I started a new book.
Ooh.
I mean, it's one of those cheesy summer reads. The Hunting Party by the same chick that wrote that book that I read back in January.
Yes,
my sisters,
vaguely familiar.
Yeah, my sisters had given me a ton of books last time I was there because I drove. And the stack is literally sitting, I'll put it on Instagram when I edit this so everyone knows what I'm talking about, but the stack is this high between books I have and books they gave me, and it's sitting on my nightstand, and I was like, oh my God, I need to read some of these books so I can start to give them back or put them someplace.
Do something with them.
It's taller than me when I'm laying down, so... So if anybody has any reading recommendations, favorite books or whatever, Shandy, Amanda, you guys have any favorite book recommendations for me? I know, Shandy, you had your friend last week, but anything else that is think about it, let me know.
Yeah,
I'll circle back.
Please do.
Okay. Anyway, so Matt posted, and anybody out there, if you guys have any recommendations, super hit me up. Okay, because I'm in it now. I'm there. I am ready to party with the books again. I'm finishing this year strong.
Actually, me too. I'm going to add myself to that list as well. Because, I'm thinking about, because I always have, a stack of, 8 books on my bedside table because, I don't know, I just can't get through them fast enough, and they pile up, and... I feel like I've been doing a lot of biographies and just random stuff, and I feel like I just need good novels, just good stories.
Yes, and
so come at me with those, guys.
Yes, Kate has been posting some great stuff on Instagram, and some of the things that she posted that I took note of, I noticed they were actually at Costco. So I do appreciate when you post recommendations on Instagram. Mandy does it too.
That's true. Mandy is a very prolific reader.
Yes, but I definitely need people to give me the recommend, give them to me directly is what I'm saying. Please.
I need titles.
Yeah. So yes, book recommendations. I like mysteries, of the murdery type. But I'll take anything.
Of the murder persuasion.
I'll take anything. I mean, I'll take a good, anything really. Just, hit me up. All right.
I have been trying to read Margaret Atwood's non-handmade tale books.
Oh, that was in the free little library.
Yeah, I picked up Blind Assassin, I think it is, in a free library a while back, and I haven't gotten to it, so maybe that'll be my next story, my next novel.
Yeah, maybe that's the one I saw, but so there's a free little library that's 0.8 of a mile from my office, so I walked up there. Actually, this was what I was doing on Monday when I was listening and talking about Alex Jones being a piece of shit to myself out loud on the sidewalk. I was walking up to the free little library that's by my office, because it's just a straight shot down. And I put the Crawdad Sings book in there, and the Margaret Atwood book was there. And then there was a book on the Titanic, which I think Zach would have loved. He's obsessed with the Titanic. But, ultimately I was like, Colleen, you got to get through some of the books that you already have in your pile before you get to the other books. So, anyway, okay, moving on. Matt posted a link that Colorado has stopped sales tax on diapers and menstrual products. Well, it's about time. I mean...
Yeah, seriously.
Like, if there was, like, an actual, like, definition of medical necessity, like, that...
Yeah. Both of those things.
Yeah. Well, whatever. I'm being dramatic, but still, yes. I'm very
not that
glad.
Dramatic.
Yeah, but not that dramatic. Go Colorado. Greg says, you ladies should watch Pray for the Pod, a fantastic female-led film with great characters and a compelling story, plus it's pissing off the incels. I don't know, guys, is that more of a... Does that make you more enticed to watch it? You like pissing off incels?
I do. I don't know. Wedding this weekend. Movies is like a big commitment.
I know, it is a big commitment. It's only an hour and 40 minutes, so it's less than
that's
2.
That's actually downright short for a movie.
I know, right? That's like...
I mean, that's shorter than an episode of Stranger Things.
You're not wrong.
That's true.
I'm not.
Oh, I miss Stranger Things.
I do too.
I do too. It's like...
this season brought me back on board. It's like, I feel like the last season I was kind of like, Stranger Things is fine. But I'm like, I'm in it. I've been like...
Yeah.
Watching all the stuff and all those, like,
Yeah.
Behind the scenes, like, YouTube things. Like, I'm in it.
Yeah. And I do think, honestly, I think that watching all 4 seasons in a row for me was just, like, really kind of, like, brought me back to, like, the character journey again, where I was like, oh, yeah, I love these people. Like, I do, yeah. So, it's going to be a really long 2 years. Back in my day, as my next door would say, I long for the days where TV was every season.
Right. So you had the summer to get your shit together and get your stories out.
Exactly. When TV was kind of shitty because they just had to do it for the ratings.
Damn FCC and their silly rules about how many times you could drop swear words.
All right, moving on to sorry, Greg. One of the 3 of us will definitely talk about it next week. We'll see if it's more than one of the 3. I gotcha, man. Moving on to the Matt's what she said.
We'll do what we can to let you off quickly.
My box lasted me 5 years.
Oh, I can text you a picture of the box.
You really searched for it.
I wish they had gotten video of it.
It's gonna end where you think.
How do we fit that in?
I don't know if I'm quite there.
Scratch that. Reverse it. Sometimes you just need to go the other direction.
Sometimes.
It's the most satisfying when she did it.
Just take it off.
Every time she kept popping back up, I was like, why?
It's small, but cute.
Compliment everyone would love to receive.
Exactly. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of MAGAs out there that are really overcompensating. Like, they need their gas guzzlers because otherwise, how are people going to know? All right, moving on. We have a voicemail from Maggie. Let's hear what she has to say.
Hey, Amanda, Shandy from Colleen. Maggie. Okay, so I do nothing about controversy with where the wild things are, where the crawdads thing. I don't think there's any controversy with where the wild things are. If there are, I quit. Like, I give up. Where the crawdads thing. It's a super bummer, and it's sort of like, this is why we can't have nice things. I didn't know any of that, and it's a bummer. So, it gets me where I don't really know how to feel with that sort of stuff. It's like, damn, okay, so you did not dampen my spirits or anything, and I just wanted to say, it was fun, quick TV show to watch. If you have Hulu, there is a show on it called Maggie, and it's a 13 episode, like 20-minute sitcom kind of thing. I had to watch it because it shares my name, and it's so she's a psychic, and she does a reading for a guy, and she sees herself in his future. That's never happened to her before, and it's cute and quirky, and I don't think it's problematic at all. But what do I know? Because apparently I don't notice problematic things. So, but yeah, so check that out. And another fun thing you guys might like is some of the people from Boy Meets World are doing a rewatch podcast with it. Pod Meets World. It's very interesting. I'm liking listening to that so far. So, and last thing, the 20-year high school reunion. I missed mine last weekend. I'm kind of bummed about it, but I'm kind of not sure how that's possible. I've been out of high school for 20 years. Like, here this August is 20 years since I started college? What the hell is that? I got nothing. So, I mainly wanted to go to my high school reunion because it would have been in San Diego, but flights and everything being so expensive, did not happen. So yeah, I feel like you should go if you can go, but if you can't, I get it too. But that's just me. So, all right, I'll talk to you later soon. Bye-bye.
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 I hear you go ahead, JD.
Oh. No, just the high school reunion thing. I think what makes that so wild is that we graduated high school when we were 18, and now it's been 20 years. So it's been like longer than our entire life.
Ooh, man, you just got deep there. Ooh.
Yeah, maybe you should shut the fuck up. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I'll tell you one thing. I sure didn't think that 20 years later I'd still be paying back my college experience, as Maggie mentioned. When we started college 20 years ago.
I was okay with not going, as we talked about last week, or 2 weeks ago, whatever it was. But I talked to one of my friends last night, and I knew that she was going. And she's somebody that I had somewhat of a... She's the one that introduced me to Harry Potter. And I remember reading the book. I had a sleepover at her house in sophomore year before homecoming. And, I read Sorcerer's Stone, and... we were in drama together, and like typical drama people, we had somewhat of a, drama-y relationship, but I have been talking to her, obviously, because we're grown-ups now, and she shared that she didn't share this publicly, but her mom passed away last year, and she was really looking forward to seeing people, and was disappointed that I wasn't going to make it up that weekend. And that, last night was the first night that I was kind of like, I would like to talk to people that were my good friends like that. So, I don't know, I am feeling kind of somewhat feels, versus last week when I was like, fuck all those people that believe in QAnon. I'm kind of like, there are normal people too that, also hate Alex Jones. So...
That shouldn't be the barrier to entry, but okay.
It's a very low bar in Long Island, though.
Right.
No, but seriously, like, it did kind of make me really sad. Like, that's right. That's some of the things that, like, the reunions are also important for. Like, to catch up with people who aren't so heavy on social media, and they do still need, like, or want to, like, talk to people and catch up with the people that, like, meant something to them. And I would love to catch up with the people that meant something to me. So I am somewhat now feeling sort of sad that I made that decision. But, it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's, it's like I don't want to regret not going.
Yeah,
and, like,
go.
Same. Like, there are plenty of people that, that you just sort of lose touch with just out of happenstance, not for any malicious reasons. It's just like life gets busy and like social media sucks. Yeah. And it's not like a good read on what a person is actually doing in their life, in their real life.
Yeah.
So I'm still thinking I'm probably going to go to mine in the fall.
Yeah.
I'm still...
Good.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
Be the one. Be the one out of 3 broads.
My ship has sailed. It was like right when we were moving, and it's a very long trip for me from here. So,
yeah, that's fair. I mean, it's like 2 hours for me, and free childcare when I get there. So
yeah.
It just, you know.
And mine is next weekend at a brewery. So really, I guess like that's my favorite thing. So. But, and the show Maggie that she talked about. So I saw her talk about this on Twitter. I think it was on Twitter. But I also have seen a lot of good reviews about that show. So I think that I might add it to my list.
Nice. I had not heard of it.
I had not heard of it before then either. But especially if episodes are short.
Yeah. Yeah. Short is the name of the game for me these days.
Exactly. So thank you, Maggie. We will.
Yeah. Oh, and just don't feel too bad about crawdads, because when I read it, I didn't know any of that stuff either.
Yeah, so. For being as terrible as it is not like as widely known, I feel like, as it should perhaps be.
Yes, I was talking about my coworker was on vacation last week with her friends. My coworker was on vacation with her family last week, and she mentioned when she got back that she finally read the book, and after she read the book, then she heard about the controversy, and she was like, what do you think about this? And I was like, oh, honey, do you have a minute? So, so she's still going to see the movie, but she also agrees. She was like, I'm glad that I borrowed her mom and her sister passed the book around when they were on vacation. So she's like, I'm glad that I didn't buy it for myself. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to. So we talked about this on Monday, actually, because I was like, yeah, I'm going to actually go walk this to the free little library up the street right now. Good times. All right. And then I think we're going to finish up with a email from Drake. Who wants to read this email? It is called Cruel Ghost, Not a Fun Story. Oh, Ghost is such a good show. If you haven't watched I haven't watched the British version that it's based on, but the Americanized Ghost. I watched the first
episode of the British version. It was very funny.
Watch the American version. It's so fun.
We have a Paramount Plus. I don't know how we would watch it.
Well, whenever you do your free trial. The Princess of Moldova is in it.
Yeah.
And she's the star.
Wow, the same guy? They're the same guy. It's a Sandlot joke for you, folks.
I know. I get you. All right. Email from Drake, and then we're in the home stretch.
Drake says, hi, Broads. About 3 weeks ago, a woman I have known since high school, 20 plus years, cough, cough. I added the cough, cough, messages me and says she has had a massive crush on me since high school. Exciting, right? I told her that I have always liked her too. Throughout the week, she said she was very excited daily and told me things she wanted to do to / with her, and that she was coming up Friday to see her parents and would spend time with me. We were going to go stargazing. Oh, that's sweet. Friday rolls around. Hey, I'm heading to my parents. Never showed up at my house. Never texted anything, so I am sitting at home thinking something must have happened. The weekend rolls by and nothing. Wednesday, she suddenly has a partner and is in a relationship. Ooh, gross. I have not heard anything from her. A few people I told about this think maybe she got overwhelmed with her crush being reality and the timing was just bad. I can't figure out why she would lead me on like that and then ghost me. At least my house was cleaned. Drake. Oh, Drake, I'm so sorry. What a shitty thing to do.
Yeah.
And so unnecessarily. I don't understand.
Like, it's so unnecessarily that cruel. Did you say something to her? Because honestly, I would have said something.
I think you should. I think you are well within, a reasonable scope to ask for just like a, hey, what happened? And
yeah, like, hey, dude, what's going on? Like, that's super fucked up. And
yeah,
no.
Like, I'm
glad
sorry.
Your house is clean, though.
Yeah, like, that's great. Mine's not.
Yeah, mine either. But, that just really sucks.
Yeah.
we could sit here and like make excuses for this girl, but like,
I'm not making excuses. That's
but like
awful.
You know, like, oh, this could happen, that could happen, but I think it doesn't necessarily even matter. It's just like that's a shitty thing to do to another person.
Yeah.
Exactly, especially without an explanation. And it's not like, you know, you're doing this and you're like 17 years old. You're fucking almost 40, bitch. Like, come on.
Yeah. But, I mean, I suppose the silver lining, if, you know, this person is capable of doing such a thing to someone, then, like,
then
lucky you that, like, you didn't actually, you know, end up getting involved with this person. Because, like,
that's a good point.
If someone is capable of that kind of behavior, they're probably not a person you want in your life at all anyway.
Yeah. No, I agree. Sure. But that still doesn't make it suck any less, and it doesn't make it like... I'm super sorry. If you have any updates, please let us know. I think we're all now invested in this story. But I would definitely say something. I don't know. That's just me.
Yeah, I think it's up to you. But I think if you need that, I think that you are well within, like, that is a reasonable response, I think.
Yeah, agreed. And also a reasonable response would be to just block her. Like, if you are there. If you are there... That's that's not even a reasonable response. Like, that's the only, like, logical response. Like, just block her from everything. And, I don't know. If she feels bad, then fuck her. She'll know that she did something wrong.
She does not have... She forfeited her right to have a feeling on the matter.
Yeah. But one thing you can look forward to in May, possibly earlier, eating some hot wings.
Do you grill your hot wings or do you air fry them?
Oh, dude, we're just gonna buy the super cheap like ones that you put in the like, you know, oven, and then, you know, it's all about the sauce.
Okay, I mean, I gave up the poultry, so I'm not sure how one cooks a wing.
So I don't know. You just do the thing. I don't fucking do it. Like, you can.
Sounds like you don't know how to cook a wing either.
I don't know how to cook a wing because I do rotisserie, which is already pre-made for me, and I just cut it up, which is also super gross. But I've gotten a lot better about it. I have this actually challenge with myself. So
I don't think that's gross. I think people do that all the time.
Oh, cutting rotisserie? Oh, rotisserie is so disgusting to cut it up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know.
Oh, it's super gross. You're just cutting up chicken, like bone and all. It's just super gross. So I have this challenge every Sunday. We get it from Costco. Alex and I are the ones that eat it during the week. It is super tasty, though. Anyway, we have this thing. I have this thing where I play the 10-minute version of All Too Well, and I challenge myself to cut the whole thing within that 10 minutes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Are you successful?
I am.
There you go.
I started out not great. I originally cut my finger open.
Practice makes perfect.
Yeah, practice did make perfect though. Like, I'm super good at it now.
Nice.
Not super good at it, but like I'm
not slicing your finger off. Good at it.
Yeah, I'm passable at it now. And anything I can't cut, I literally just pick apart because I'm like, it's just me eating it and Alex, whatever. It's all coming from the same place. Yeah. I wash my hands with soap before I do it. I wash my hands with soap actually like probably 3 times while I'm doing it because it's so disgusting to cut the rotisserie. But really does taste good. You know, avocado, hot sauce. Tastes great. Anyway, I don't know where we were going. Fuck that girl, Drake. She's the worst. The end. All right. On that note, everyone, thank you for playing. Thank you for listening. Thank you to the patrons, especially the ones that contribute a certain level, and that would be Eckhart with your attack from Tokyo/France, Maggie the Magnificent, Joanne with the Plan, and Ed the Creepy Mailman are doing the Tokyo/France thing. Really threw me off. But I got it, everyone. I did it. I did it.
You did it.
Thank you so much. If you want to send us feedback for Prey next week, at the very least, will talk about it. And the more feedback you guys give me, the better it'll be, especially if it's just me. So please, we would love that. And we'll be live for the patrons in 2 weeks on the 23rd. Bloopers will be out on September 2nd. And we'll be doing Russian Doll on September 6th. So get all of that in. All right. Does anybody else have anything? Have I forgotten anything? I think we're good. Go dark, Brandon. Continue with your dark magical powers.
Keep rising.
Keep rising. Dark Brandon rises. Anyway, on that note.
Keep shining.
Oh, no, I won't do it. For sure. That's what Brandon's for.
There it is. I couldn't think of the lyric change.
We got there.
So I went back up with the tambourine. That was just the role I decided I was going to play in this reenactment.
You just a tambourine soundtrack to the last everything.
I decided I was going to step on back and just be the hype person.
All right,
the lead singer in this.
And this is my attempt to shut this down. All right. Good night, everyone. Shandy, congrats on the house and the choir.
Thank you.
Amanda, congrats on the hotel room.
Yeah.
And me, congrats on, ending this show. Good night, all. Have a good one. On that note, my name is Colleen.
My name is Amanda.
And I'm Shandy.
Peace out, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.